ready to get back at it. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. Certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week, and I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly, than the alternative. I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On play action, Hurts. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Niners have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Third down. Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll motion a tight end right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. the middle. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
A gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Throwing on second down is Purdy. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. At the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and inches.
At the 32-yard line.
A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
Hurts will try it again. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, 49ers. They'll send the tight end in motion right. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They'll come up here 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A run here with McCaffrey. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
A 50-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the 49ers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good. 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia. Hurts. He takes off. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 37-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And the 49er first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with McCaffrey. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, Purdy. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain.
And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Here's Seibert now for the point after. He's got it. And the 49ers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Hurts. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
On play action, Hurts. First down throw there is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts again. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. On the move left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Eagles first down.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
3rd and 1.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 39 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And here's Wan'Dale Robinson. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Titans get the W by 2 touchdowns. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Blake Corum. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Rams get the victory here. They win it by 10. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Kyler Murray. He'll throw for the back pylon and find his man for the score. The Cardinals walk it off. They win in overtime. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Now Barkley. And he'll get about 5. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts now. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Hurts. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. To the air again. Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. As a gain of 18. On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. They'll roll out here with Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith. He works his way in, registers sack number 17 on the season.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Caught. This is Ayuk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We'll get this to Ayuk on the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Brown now to return it. Woo! And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jake Martin is there to bring him down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10. Here's Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll step up and run. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The 44-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Goddard. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. He's inside the 30. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense. But burning that timeout early really comes back to cost them now. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey, and he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain. And it sets up 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And now the spike will come just under 40 ticks remaining. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Here's the spike, and that stops the clock with 25 seconds to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now, on second and long. Again, Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Hurts will try it again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Hurts again. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort.